Jim, congratulations. Let's go straight to the winning goal. I mean, we've talked a lot about substitutes. You've used substitutes a lot last year to win your games. It's happened again, but what a goal.
Yeah, fantastic finish. I think Adam came on, he looked a little bit nervous and gave a couple of passes, but when he got into the game, he looked a real threat on the outside, got some crosses in one corner, and then I think the lad was sort of over-defending that and he's come inside. It's great for him. I think the last time I seen him cut inside and shoot was Nuneaton away on that famous day. So really pleased for Adam because he's had a difficult adjustment. He's had a reasonable pre-season, and with Macaulay coming in and Sam being available on that side, we've kind of moved him inside, and it's not really his natural game. I think he likes to see the pitch and come onto the game. But I was really pleased for him because I'm delighted for Mac to get a run out. I mean, he's been itching to play, but I was really pleased because we felt that the two side players could give us the edge and get the goals, and it's because it's tough for the two down the middle against three. Yeah. So it was nice that both the wing backs scored. So I'm really pleased that that second wave of players contribute so well for us.
You've had to come from behind though to win the game tonight, and their goal that opened the scoring tonight was a strange one. How did you see it?
It's not strange. We have the video watched so we can see it live. It was well over the line.
It had gone out of play.
Yeah, and you could tell from the players' reaction, they didn't even celebrate. I think the referee's looking for the linesman to make the decision, and I don't think he made a decision at any point in tonight. Maybe lost his confidence after that. But we've told the fourth, we've told the linesman he's made a mistake.
You showed real determination though to get back into it, but at times in the second half, your team seemed a little frustrated. I think Halifax was sitting deep; they were making it difficult for you, and they're more than welcome to do that. But they did make it hard for you.
Yeah, but we've talked about the culture and how we respond.
Yeah.
And I think some of the scenes that we've seen at the end of last week's defeat were pretty poor, and that's not how we respond. There's lots of mistakes made in the game. People will switch off. People will give the ball away. People will make mistakes, and it's how we respond to that. The referee will make poor judgments. It's how we respond to that. Yeah. And I think in this particular game, I think maybe because we reset the tone about the culture and the positivity and the discipline, I think we responded well to that. We had a couple of chips at the, naturally a little bit of disappointment, but we kept our emotional control and we used our energy in a positive way, and we drove forward until we got that equaliser. And I thought that we looked the better team for large parts. Halifax had a fair share of the game, but I think they since probably the time that we beat him here 5-1, they've played that shape. Yeah. They've played it well. Big, strong centre halves, really athletic side players up front who can make something happen. Strong team, really strong. I watched the game against Dagenham, deserved a win, and they played the shape really well. And tonight we felt that they would come looking for a draw because they got 3 points, and they certainly didn't sit and park the bus. They had a goal, created opportunities, but maybe they're looking to restrict our play and wait for their chances, but I think we just kept persevering and we created lots of openings, lots of penetration, a bit more composure and quality at the right time, and we could have had a goal before we did, but it's a cliche I've always used. It's not always what we deserve in games. It's about showing the right attitude and making sure you get the maximum out of it, and we've done that tonight.
As you say, you were disappointed with the reaction of some players on Saturday, and that was reflected in your team selection tonight, some of those players not involved. How long will that run for, do you think, or will everybody be back in contention for Saturday? You expect it to clear up by then?
Well, I think it's a good question. I think that we're at a stage now where it's probably still a little bit raw. We're trying to get people to understand what has led to that incident and how we deal with that. So I think there's a little bit of restoration, maybe a little bit of education, a little bit of understanding that perhaps what you've done previously isn't acceptable here, and what we're looking for. And I think it was a difficult choice to leave players that have had an impact since they've been here, and even Niall, we can criticise him for losing the ball 70 yards from goal, but in the other games he's scored a winner. That's why we include him. We're not expecting him to play 90. We're not expecting to be perfect. We're asking him to come on and finish the job that Richie's doing, and he's getting those opportunities to win the game for us. And we got to respect what he brings and what Liam brings. But I think it's going to be a question of us just now. What I needed to do maybe was take the emotion and the distraction and all that out, and make sure that I created the environment for my players that was really positive, really disciplined. You know, the commitment and hard work is never in doubt. But we have got lots of players who they're not perfect, none of us are. We all have our moments where there's a bit of negativity, but what we've got to always be is in emotional control, whether that be the way we press and not foul, or whether it be the way we react to decisions, the way we react to losing, the react to other people's performance. And I think so there's a restorative process that's going to go on, and I think now that we've got this game out of the way, we'll be able to do that. And it's a question of sitting down and just sort of maybe just educating and explaining what we're expecting a little bit more clearly, because it's all right doing a presentation on the culture document, and it's not my culture and it's not the club's culture, it's kind of a collective what we want.
Isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's not. Like I said, I don't know what the definition of a philosophy is, but we've all got personal qualities we bring to it. We've all got professional qualities, but then there's also this, you know, like when we get into a challenging season, you know, it's not all about 11, it's not about the 16, it's about everybody. We want everybody to contribute in a positive way. We want everybody to be disciplined. There's going to be moments when you're frustrated and you're disappointed you're not playing, or you've been taken off, and you've got to trust that what we're doing is for the collective good, and that we have to. Nobody can be selfish and think about their own thoughts and their own feelings. It's all got to be about doing the right thing for the club, and the decisions I made in the last 48 hours have been to make sure that the players are in the best position mentally and physically, and everybody's nose and point of direction. And I think that we've seen that tonight, and I've placed a lot of trust in people to take to play, to bring something different to add to us, and other players to take more leadership and more responsibility, to keep the positivity, keep the focus, and so I was really pleased, and a lot of not just what the contribution physically or the craft, but also the mentality, and you know, here you can hear a lot more comments, and I think the lads were great tonight, very professional, and really pleased for them, because for the efforts to be put in the last two games, we've deserved to be in a situation where we can enjoy a win.
Well, you need your squad at the moment, because the games are coming thick and fast because of the late start to the season. Dover, the visitors this Saturday, and it's been interesting. Andy Hessenthal, I think he's enjoying this underdog's role, if you like. He's saying nobody's given us a chance and he doesn't really care, but then they beat Notts County at the weekend, and I think last season they had one of the best away records in the division, as we found out to our cost in the game where Paul was sent off. So
yeah, well,
it's going to be an interesting one.
This is where things like that, not mad moments, but these incidents come up and they can cost you a game, But no, Dover, I mean, like I said, it's a tough time for everybody, and what sometimes it does, it can bring out the worst in you, it can bring out the best in you, and I think that what you create in that sort of environment is, it's tough, and you have to, maybe you don't have the same resources or the same quality, but what you ask for players is a bit more grit, a bit more determination. And what we have to protect against is because we have these facilities and we have the levels of inputs gone up, we can't forget the fact that we've got to match teams who are, their honesty, their grit, their hard work, their mentality, because they're going to have to, their attitude will be that there's no reason why they can't outwork us, they can't outfight us, they can't compete. It's up to us to do that, and then add the quality as we've seen tonight from the players. Look, it'll be a tough game. We expect every team to perhaps have a mentality that start with a clean sheet and see where we go, wait for a mistake from us, wait for a mistake from the referee, whatever it might be, and an opportunity. We had it here against Kidderminster, but we showed great quality to come back. I've said to the lads consistently, trust the strength of the group, the collective, our fitness, our subs, the people that we can add, we can bring in and take us all the way to the final whistle with maybe a touch more than them. So really pleased for the lads, and really pleased for all the fans, because they'll be biting the nails and thinking, I don't know what people would expect in this year, whether we were going to just walk it and we're going to boss games. We have to work really hard. I've asked for, not excellence, but I'm asking for full commitment and people to do as much as possible they can to do it right and support each other through the process when we're not doing it right, and just keep trying to do as many things right. And that's the difference between success and failure. And tonight we did enough right things to deserve the win.
Well, it's a great goal and a great win tonight. Good 3 points. Well done.
Thank you very much.